joined. Now most of you have joined, so now we'll begin with today's class. So I will be showing you a picture and you need to identify it, okay? And you need to raise your hand before answering. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You need to raise your hand, then I'll call out your name and then only answer. So yes, tell me, what do you see in this picture? Raise your hand, students.
Ma'am, it's not visible.
Okay, maybe you are facing some network issue. Others, is it visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay, so raise your hand fast, quickly, to tell me what do you see in the picture. You just have to name them. I'm not asking about their parts, okay? You just have to name the structure. Yes. Yes, Tanya?
Ma'am, first one is amoeba.
Is it amoeba?
I'm not sure about it.
Okay. Yes, Aditya. Yes, Aditya.
Ma'am, it is cell.
Yes, it's a cell. And what about the second picture? What is
Ma'am, it is genes.
Okay, someone else, raise your hand to answer. What is being shown in the second picture? What is this structure? Yes, you can answer anything that is coming to your mind. Okay, I am there to tell you, I am there to correct you. No issues in that. Yes. Yes, Akshat, Hansika, Jia. Any guesses? Yes, Arjita? Yes.
Ma'am, I think it is a magnifying image of the first one that is in inner circle and it's a genes.
Okay, okay, students. So now, okay, someone has raised his hand. Let me see. Yes, Utkarsh, yes.
ma'am. Second picture was of chromosome.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Very well said, Utkarsh. The second picture is that of a chromosome. Okay, and the chromosomes, where are the chromosomes present? Yes, raise your hand to answer. Yes, Arjita.
Ma'am, in the nucleus.
Yes, very good. The chromosomes are present in the nucleus of a cell. So, what is the chromosome made up of?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. I am
Uh,
asking.
sorry, ma'am, due to some connectivity problem, I was just not able to connect on time. I'm just like 4 minutes late, so I'm sorry
Okay,
for that.
that's okay, but be on time from the next time, okay? Yes, so I was asking,
Yes, ma'am, I will make sure.
okay, so now you can unmute yourself. Okay, I was asking that what is a chromosome made up of?
Protein.
Okay, yes, very good. And what else? What else? A very important component of chromosome?
DNA.
Ma'am, DNA.
Yes, okay, students, you need to first raise your hand and then answer, okay? Not like this. Okay, students, but you were correct that it is made up of DNA and proteins. So today we will, and these DNA and proteins are what? They carry genes, and genes are what? They are carriers of the heredity. They carry the definite characters from one offspring, from one parent to the offspring. So today we will learn about the heredity genetic terminologies. First, we will talk about basic genetic terminologies and then we'll move ahead. So, looking at this picture, what can you conclude about a gene? Looking at this picture, what can you conclude about a gene? What a gene could be? Just looking at this picture. Yes, Shambhavi?
Ma'am, a gene is half number of chromosomes.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, well tried, Shambhavi. Anyone else with some different answer? Yes,
Ma'am,
students.
functional unit of DNA.
Who was that? Please first raise your hand. Yes, Arjita.
Ma'am, genes is a functional unit of DNA.
Okay, that it is. But looking at this picture, we can say that gene is a segment of a long DNA, isn't it? See over here, it is
Yes.
yes, over
Yes,
here, it's a nucleus. Over here, it is a nucleus containing the pair of chromosomes, and each chromosome is made up of protein and a long strand of DNA. Okay, each chromosome is what? It is made up of a long strand of DNA. So this DNA has small segments which are known as the genes. Like this is one gene over here. Similarly, there are many genes present in a DNA. Many genes collectively form a long strand of a DNA. Is it clear what is a gene now? It is a segment.
Yes.
It is a
Yes.
segment of DNA which carry the genetic information for the characteristics of an individual. So what exactly is a gene? Yes, it is a functional unit of DNA, but it is also present in segment of DNA which carry genetic information for one characteristic. Okay, and you have to take note of this, that one gene will carry the genetic information for one type of characteristic. For example, here you can see gene 1 is carrying information for your hair color. Hair color is one characteristic, right? So the genetic information for hair color is carried by one gene, and the second characteristic is ear shape. So some other gene will carry the information for some other characteristic. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your
Yes,
hand,
ma'am.
all of you. See, students, if you are clear with the concept of gene now, so raise your hand so that I can know if anyone having any confusion. Yes, raise your hand if it is clear. If it is not, then no need to raise your hand. I'll get to know it's not clear, so I'll further elaborate on that. Okay, Shambhavi, Jia and all. Any confusion? Yes, Shambhavi, Jia, what is the confusion? Please let me know.
No confusion.
So you have not raised your hand. How will I know that you are clear with it or not? Please follow the instructions, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so most of you are clear with the concept that a chromosome is made up of a long strand of DNA and long strand of DNA. And in the long strand of DNA, there are segments present. And what are these segments? These are the genes, and each gene carries the genetic information for one characteristic. Gene 1, it will carry the genetic information for one characteristic, that is your hair color. Maybe the second gene will carry information for your hair texture. Okay, whether it is straight, whether it is curly. The third gene will carry the information for your shape of your ear. Okay, similarly, a long strand of DNA has many segments of gene. Is it clear what is a gene? It is a segment of DNA which carries the genetic information for characteristics of an individual. Each gene carries genetic information for each characteristic. Fine. So yes, and these characteristics are passed on from the parent to the offspring. So what is this passing of genetic information from parent to the offspring called? It is known as heredity. The passing of genetic information from the parent to the offspring, that is from one generation, from the parent generation to the next offspring, is known as heredity. And the branch of biology which studies heredity and variations in inherited genes is known as the genetics. Students, now you can lower down your hands, okay? Okay, so you can see a term over here. It is written variation. What do you understand by variation?
Ma'am, differences.
Drastic changes.
Okay, very good. So you must have observed the various asexual reproduction in the amoeba, like the binary fission and the fragmentation in the starfish. So what you had observed in that the parent and the offspring, they are so much identical to each other, right? Do you find any sort
Yes.
of change or variation in them?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, very little to no variation will be there in case of organisms which are produced asexually. But in the case of sexually reproducing organism, it is very clear that there are variations and changes. Like in the species, we are not identical to each other. We are not very much identical to our parents. We have variations. So what is that? The variations are the slight changes across the generation. Who has written something on the chat? Okay, Jayant, it's okay. It's okay, Jayant. Please be on time from tomorrow. I think you have missed some important points. Jayant, have you joined right now?
No, ma'am. At 10:54.
Okay, so are you clear with the concept of genes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just for a quick revision, I'm telling you that inside a nucleus, there are several chromosomes present, okay? And each chromosome is made up of protein and a very long strand of DNA, okay? And what are genes? Genes are the segments of this long DNA. In this long DNA, there will be many segments of genes present, which will carry the genetic information for each type of characteristic. Okay, one gene will
Thank you.
carry, yes, one gene will carry the genetic information for one characteristic or trait. For example, here they have mentioned as example also that the gene 1, it will carry the information for one characteristic, that is what? The hair color. The second gene will carry the information for some other characteristic, maybe air shape. Okay, so that is the function of a gene. These are the segments of DNA which carry the genetic information for the characteristics of an individual. And most important rule is that each gene is present in pairs and it carries genetic information for only one characteristic. Is it clear now? And after that, you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
already joined the heredity and genetics must be clear to you. So what difference do you observe in both these earlobes? Raise your hand to answer. No collective answers. Yes, what difference do you observe in the both earlobes in this picture? Yes, Tanya.
Ma'am, the difference between the shape and the texture.
Okay, fine. Yes, Aryan.
Ma'am, the difference between their shapes, ma'am, both in one ear, the ear is being joined from below side, but the other it is not joined.
Yes, very good. Very good. So you can see that one earlobe is free while the other is attached. It is free and the other earlobe is attached. So what is this? This is also a characteristic. The shape of your ear. It is a characteristic. And if we talk in genetic terminology, these characteristics are known as the traits. Trait is any observable character, be it your color of your hair, be it your height, be it your shape of your features. All these are the observable characteristics, and in genetic terms, it is known as the trait. And as we have already discussed, the gene carries these traits. Okay, and genes occur in pairs. Each gene holds information for one type of trait, like one gene for color of hair and all. That is very much clear to you now. And the genes occur in pairs. That is most important, that the genes will occur in pair. So that means that one version of gene will be present. Okay, it means a pair of genes which control same characteristic or trait. For example, the trait is height. Okay, so there will be two versions of that gene. The gene carrying information for your trait height, it will have two versions of that gene. One will carry the information for you being tall, and the second one will carry the information for you being short. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
okay, and what are these different version of one pair of gene known as? These are known as alleles. Okay, one trait is there, maybe height. Okay, so for height, I said there is the gene is present in a pair. That means two genes will be there for one trait. Okay, and there will be variety, different version of that trait, which are known as the alleles. Here another example is there. There is a gene, a pair of gene instead. There is a pair of gene which carries the information for the trait, the type of hair. So it will be present in two versions. Okay, two version of that gene will be present. The first one will carry the information for your hair to be curly, and the other will carry the information for your hair to be straight. But the trait is one, characteristic is one here, but there are variation, there are different version of the type of hair. Similarly goes for the type of height. Is it clear or not? Please let me know, otherwise there will be confusion. If it is clear, please raise your hand. If it is not, then no need to. I'll understand that it's not clear to you.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes,
Ma'am, each gene of our body carries different characteristics.
yes, yes. Anything else?
Ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, see.
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am, is it necessary for alleles to be only two?
see the alleles, yes, as the genes are present in pair. Okay, so obviously it is very obvious that alleles will be present in pair. Alleles are what? These are versions of one gene. Okay, versions or form of one gene, and gene occur in pair. So obviously allele will be two in number.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
so a very simple definition of allele is that it is a version or a form of one gene. And you can give some example also, like if a gene is carrying the characteristic or a trait of height, then it will be present in two versions, one tall and the other is short. So now I have a quick activity for you. I'll post a link in your chat, and you need to go through this. Okay, and this is a Padlet. Over here you have to give your own example of trait and what type of alleles could be there for that trait. I'm posting it in your chat. You think of that. What characteristic, some different characteristic other than the example, and what could be the different version of that trait, the allele. You have to write in this form. You have to write trait, then colon, what is that characteristic, then allele, that what could be the version of that characteristic. Yes, please do it fast, students. I am refreshing the page. Have you got the link? Yes, please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, so please do that fast. Okay, I am sharing with you this format. In this format, you have to write. Okay, and in the title, you must be seeing the title. Have you opened the link or not? Please do that quickly, students.
Ma'am, it is not opening.
What about the others?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
it
it's
is
not opening.
Yes, ma'am, it is
It's
in.
not opening.
Yes, ma'am. It is asking to download Padlet app.
It is asking to download Padlet. It must be coming that the option must be coming that open the
Ma'am, it is
window.
opening.
Yes, so please do
No,
that.
ma'am.
Yes, please
Ma'am,
do
only the
that.
theme is coming.
What is coming?
Ma'am, a theme is
Ah,
coming.
Yes, in the theme,
only
see
theme.
over here you will have a plus sign, right? See, there will be a plus sign over there. Click on that. Are you seeing the plus sign? Yes, students, please respond fast.
No, ma'am, it is. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, only wallpaper.
Ma'am, it is asking
Yeah.
for login.
Okay, so if you have your Gmail account, so you can log in directly through that. If you have your Gmail account login, you can directly log in through that. Is it possible for you to do that? Please do that if it is.
It will take time when you are doing.
It will take time. Okay, I am giving you 1 minute. It is sufficient for that. 1 minute is sufficient for that. Please try to do that. Here you will get a plus.
Then
Ma'am, I have signed up, but there is no plus sign coming.
Please refresh your page. It will be there on the right hand corner below.
And it is asking for a membership now.
Okay, okay. I think now you should leave it. So what you can do it, you can type it in the chat box instead. Okay, that will be better. I thought if the screen will be showing your all results, it would be much better. But now you can type it in the chat box. Yes. And please select to everyone. And please do it fast. Are you all doing it? Say yes or no, students. Respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Ansh, what do you have to say? Please be quick, students. What is taking so much of time? You just have to write one trait. It can be anything, any characteristic that is coming to your mind. And what could be the alleles for that? What could be the different version of that trait? Okay, Arjita has correctly said a trait is the color of the eyeball, and the allele, the different version of that gene carrying that trait will be blue and brown color. Very well done, Arjita. Okay, yes,
Thank you,
Sanya
ma'am.
has, okay, very good. And Sanya has also written trait is color. Yes, the skin tone. Very well done. Very good, Sanya. So I hope now the concept about alleles and the genes is much clearer than before. So now you will not face that much difficulty in understanding the further concepts, right? Okay, so now, yes, Mahi, you have raised your hand.
Sorry, ma'am, if by mistake.
Okay, so we have seen that the genes are present in pairs. Okay, so when a gene will be it will have identical alleles, then it will be known as homozygous. When the gene will have the versions which are identical to each other, then it will be known as a homozygous allele. And hetero means what? Different. So when an organism has two different alleles for the same trait, it is known as heterozygous. And right now what we have discussed, the examples which we have discussed, these are for heterozygous alleles. Okay, students? Here for one trait, different alleles are present, curly and straight. Different are there or not? Are they same or different? Curly and straight. These
I'm
are
different.
Yes, so these are examples of heterozygous heterozygous organisms. The organisms in which there are two different allele for the same trait. Different allele for the same trait. It is heterozygous. It's the example of heterozygous. Whereas if these alleles would be like tall and the other one can also be tall. If both were tall, then it would be known as what?
Ma'am, homozygous.
Yes,
Homozygous.
yes, very good. Yes, so that is the difference between heterozygous and homozygous organisms. The homozygous organisms have identical alleles, okay, identical alleles for one trait. So here you can see both of them are having capital R. Or if it is written capital T, it can mean that it is having one version for tall and the other is also for tall, and they have given another example, that is one version of the trait is uh, small and the other is also small. So these are identical alleles and heterozygous different alleles, and we have discussed a number of examples of heterozygous alleles, that which means different alleles. They are not similar to each other. And obviously they will work for one trait, but they will have versions of each other, which could be similar or which could be different. We have already discussed this. We are running short of time, so we need to move ahead. Yes, the effects of a dominant allele are seen. Okay, so over here, what trait is highlighted? In this image, which trait is being highlighted? Which trait can you
BB.
observe?
Ma'am, color.
Yes, very good.
Color.
Okay, it is the color. Rightly said, all of you were correct. The trait is the color. And over here, which type of allele is this? The
Tall.
first
Homozygous.
Homozygous.
homozygous. Yes, and this one? And this
Heterozygous.
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 Ma'am, this one also homozygous.
Yes,
BB.
yes. It is both are small b. Okay, both are identical. So this will also be homozygous. And this one is heterozygous. Organism is heterozygous. It has different alleles. Okay. So over here you can see that even if they are present, even if there are two versions of gene present, which one is dominant? See, the capital B carries the information for brown, and the small letter B is carrying the information for gray color. But over here you can see brown color of the cat. So which version of the allele is dominant? out of capital B and small b? Which one is dominant?
Small b.
In the second picture, I'm asking. See the,
Ma'am, small b.
Small b, ma'am.
okay,
Ma'am,
wait students, wait. The small b is carrying the information for gray. Is it gray?
Yes.
The second one is
No,
gray.
ma'am.
It
No,
is
ma'am.
brown, right? It is brown in color, and what? And the brown is denoted by capital B. So which one is dominant? Which one is expressing the
Capital B.
character?
Capital B.
Yes,
Capital B.
yes. Here the capital B is
Ma'am,
expressing
capital B.
characters. Okay. So that is the difference between dominant and recessive. Okay, a dominant allele will express itself even if it is if it is paired with a recessive allele. Okay, here you can see that two different versions are present, a capital and a small, but still only one is expressing itself. That is the capital B. So it is dominant. It is expressing itself even in the presence of the other allele. Is it clear? If a allele expresses its characteristics even in the presence of some other allele, then it is known as dominant allele. Whereas the recessive allele is the one in which the characteristics will be visible when it is paired with another recessive allele. For example, the second example and the first, these are examples of recessive allele. Here both are of same time. Both alleles are of same time, and that is the reason they are able to express their characteristics. But when they are present with some other allele, is it able to express itself? The small b, is the small b wala allele able to express itself in the second one?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes. So in this case, okay, so here the small b is the recessive allele, which is unable to express itself when it is paired with some other allele. So a very simple definition of dominant and recessive allele is that a dominant allele will express itself even if it is paired with some other allele, whereas a recessive allele will not express itself if it is paired with some other allele. It will only express its characteristics when it is paired with the same type of allele. So that is the basic difference between them. So now please raise your hand to answer, as I'll be asking you a very simple questions. So what do you understand by gene? What is a gene? Be quick to answer. Yes, Ansika?
Ma'am, gene is a segment of long DNA, and each gene carry genetic information from parents to their offsprings.
Yes, very good. Okay, very good. And what is the difference between heredity and genetics? Yes, Kashish? Yes, Tanya?
Ma'am, heredity is the passing of genetic information from one parent to their offsprings, to their children.
Yes.
And genetic is the branch of biology that studies the heredity and version of inheritance of
Okay,
genes.
and what are alleles? Raise your hand to answer. What are alleles? Yes, Arjita?
Ma'am, the different versions of traits is allele.
Yes, the different version of a gene carrying a trait. Okay? Different version of
Yes,
a
ma'am.
gene carrying a trait. Very well done. Good. So what is the, wait. So what is the difference between homozygous and heterozygous organism? Yes, yes, Tanya.
Ma'am, homozygous are having the same traits, and heterozygous alleles, and heterozygous are having different alleles.
Yes, very well done, very well done. So students, I have shared a link with you in your chat box. Please go through that and solve it. And first take a screenshot of this, okay? Students, I have very less time because few students joined late. So that is why I say that please join on time, okay? So take a screenshot of this fast, and after the meeting you can, yes, please mute yourself. Sanya, yes. So take a screenshot of this, and after the meeting you can note it down in your notebooks. Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I have shared a link. I have shared a link with you in your chat box. Please go through that. Are you all solving it or not?
Ma'am, it's not opening.
Yes, ma'am, isn't opening.
Ma'am, solved.
What is the issue with that?
Ma'am, the link is not opening.
The link is not. What is it? What is showing on your screen when you're clicking on that? Yes.
Ma'am, nothing is showing.
Ma'am,
Yes,
it is opening.
Please
Ma'am,
do
we
it,
have to
students.
put that link on Google.
Please solve whatever I'm sharing. Yes, please do that. All the things I'm sharing, you all are saying that it is not opening, and some are saying it is opening. How could it be that for some it is opening and for the others not? Please don't create confusion in the class, okay? Okay, so let us discuss it. Okay, so let us discuss those questions because some students are unable to open that. So the first question was, different forms of a single gene are known as, options are gene, allele or chromosome. Yes. What is the correct answer? Different forms of a single gene are, yes, Hansika?
Ma'am, allele.
Yes, very good. It is allele. If a gene has dissimilar pairs of allele for hereditary characteristic, it is heterozygous or homozygous? Dissimilar, not similar. So it will be yes, Arjita.
Ma'am, heterogynous.
Very good. And a coiled structure of DNA and protein that forms in the cell nucleus during cell division is called as chromosome.